in the bustling metropolis of Shenzhen, a city known for its towering skyscrapers, gleaming tech hubs, and 24/7 commerce. An event unfolded in 2023 that would stun China and reverberate across the globe. One of the most sophisticated bank heists in modern history had taken place, a perfect storm of meticulous planning, high-tech intrusion, and cold-blooded execution. The perpetrators chose their target with precision, a state-of-the-art bank vault holding hundreds of millions in cash, secured with the most advanced alarm systems and surveillance equipment money could buy. Yet, despite the formidable defenses, the vault was penetrated, and the money vanished. Authorities were initially puzzled. How could a bank with top-tier security be robbed in broad daylight without immediate detection? CCTV footage had been tampered with, alarms were mysteriously disabled, and yet no physical damage was apparent that would indicate a forced entry. Early investigations suggested an insider's hand, someone with intimate knowledge of the bank's security protocols, employee routines, and vault layout. Witnesses reported seeing nothing unusual, adding to the sense of a carefully choreographed plan executed with near perfection. Every detail appeared calculated, from the timing of employee shifts to the positioning of cameras and motion sensors. It was a heist that seemed almost cinematic in its sophistication. As investigators pored over the scene, it became clear that this was not a spontaneous crime. Months of preparation had preceded the robbery. Surveillance of the bank, studying security rotations, and understanding vault mechanics all hinted at a professional operation. Investigators noted the use of high-precision electronic tools, equipment designed to bypass alarms without triggering them, and signals that could jam or delay security notifications. It was a level of technical expertise that suggested either a team of seasoned professionals or highly trained criminals with specialized skills. The notion that this was a random act became increasingly implausible. Media outlets across the country began to report on the scale and audacity of the crime. Headlines screamed of a disappearing fortune, a heist that left authorities embarrassed and citizens anxious. The public was captivated, not only by the enormous sums stolen, but by the sheer cunning required to pull it off. Questions flooded social media and news comment sections. Who were the criminals? How did they avoid capture? Could such a heist happen again? And most importantly, would any of the money be recovered? The investigation quickly turned international. Forensic teams examined every piece of evidence left behind: fingerprints, fibers, digital traces, hoping to identify the perpetrators. Analysts discovered subtle anomalies in the bank's network systems, suggesting that sophisticated cyber tools had been used to monitor or disable security protocols remotely. This was not a crime of opportunity. It was a technologically advanced, carefully orchestrated operation. Some experts speculated that the heist involved criminal syndicates with international connections, capable of moving both people and stolen assets across borders with minimal risk. The complexity of the operation sent shockwaves through both law enforcement agencies and private security firms. As days turned into weeks, authorities released statements acknowledging that the masterminds behind the heist had remained elusive. Every lead seemed to hit a wall. Witnesses could offer no descriptions beyond shadowy figures, and digital forensic evidence led to dead ends. Experts analyzing the bank's security protocols concluded that the criminals had exploited insider knowledge combined with high-level hacking skills. It was a combination of technical mastery, strategic foresight, and operational discipline that had allowed the perpetrators to vanish without a trace. Public speculation ran wild, from rogue employees to international crime rings, to even whispers of state-sponsored actors, though none could be verified. Despite the thorough investigation, questions lingered. How had the criminals entered and exited without being seen? How had they disabled multiple security measures without triggering alerts? And most perplexing of all, who could coordinate such an operation so flawlessly? For months, the Shenzhen bank vault break-in remained the talk of law enforcement circles, security experts, and true crime aficionados alike. The sheer audacity of the crime, coupled with the total disappearance of both criminals and loot, elevated this case into the realm of legend. The city of Shenzhen, proud of its technological achievements and security advancements, was left to grapple with the reality that even the most secure vaults could be breached by human ingenuity and meticulous planning. As part one of the investigation unfolded, experts and authorities alike began to analyze the potential implications. Financial institutions around the country reviewed security protocols, hiring consultants to identify vulnerabilities. The heist became a case study in precision, planning, and the limits of modern security. Investigators also began exploring the human element, examining the possibility of insiders, collaborators, and even coerced participants. Each theory, while compelling, ultimately led to more questions than answers, and the criminal architects of the Shenzhen vault break-in continued to elude justice. Picture this: Shenzhen, China, a bustling metropolis, a beacon of technological advancement. Deep within its financial heart, inside one of its most secure bank vaults, a crime of audacious brilliance is about to unfold. A crime that would leave investigators speechless, turn into a legend, and challenge everything we thought we knew about security. This is the story of the Shenzhen bank vault break-in, a heist so perfect, it's almost like it never happened. To understand the sheer impossibility of this crime, you have to understand the fortress they broke into. We're talking about a vault designed to be impregnable. Multi-ton steel doors, motion sensors, heat detectors, pressure plates, and a 24/7 surveillance system with armed guards. Getting in wasn't just a matter of picking a lock. It was about defeating a complex, layered digital and physical defense system. The kind of thing you see in Hollywood movies. But this was real life. One morning, bank staff began their daily routine. Everything seemed normal. The guards had seen nothing. The alarms had been silent all night. But when the vault was opened, the scene was one of quiet devastation. Stacks of cash, gone. Precious valuables, vanished. Yet there was no sign of a break-in. No drilled locks. No blasted walls. No dust. No debris. The vault door was securely locked, as if it had never been opened. The only thing missing was the money. Investigators were baffled from the start. They reviewed hours of security footage, but found nothing. The cameras recorded a perfectly normal, empty hallway all night. It was as if the thieves were ghosts. The alarm logs were clean. No system had been triggered. No emergency signals were sent. This wasn't just a robbery. It was a digital phantom raid. The perpetrators hadn't just bypassed the security. They had erased their own digital footprints as they went. The primary theory quickly became an inside job. How else could someone know the intricate workings of the security system? Investigators scrutinized every employee, from the bank manager to the janitorial staff. They ran background checks, analyzed financial records, and conducted intense interrogations. They were looking for anyone with unusual debt, a sudden change in behavior, or the technical expertise to pull this off. But every lead turned into a dead end. Every employee had a solid alibi. No one cracked under pressure. The human element of the investigation was a complete brick wall. So, if it wasn't a simple inside job, what was it? The focus shifted to the possibility of a highly sophisticated cybercrime syndicate. Experts believe the thieves likely never set foot near the bank. Instead, they could have orchestrated the entire heist from thousands of miles away. They would have needed to hack into the bank's network, a feat in itself. From there, they would have had to navigate a maze of firewalls and encrypted protocols to gain control of the vault's security system. This theory suggests they created a loop in the video surveillance feed. While the guards watched a repeating, normal video clip, the thieves were free to operate undetected. They could have remotely disabled the alarms, the motion sensors, and even manipulated the electronic locks on the vault door itself. This level of skill is incredibly rare, belonging to an elite class of black hat hackers. They could have been a state-sponsored group, or a private organization specializing in high-stakes digital theft. But without any digital evidence left behind, it was impossible to trace. One of the most mind-boggling aspects of the case is what happened to the money. We're talking about a massive sum that couldn't just be carried out in a duffel bag. How did they move it? And where did it go? Investigators found no evidence of large-scale cash withdrawals or transfers. The stolen currency, with its sequential serial numbers, never reappeared in circulation. It was as if it had vanished into thin air. This has led to some fascinating theories. Did they have help on the inside? Not just to get in, but to get the money out. Perhaps a discreet employee who moved the assets bit by bit over time, covered by the digital smokescreen of the hackers. Another theory is that the physical cash was never the real target. Some speculate the break-in was a cover for a much larger digital transfer of funds to offshore accounts, with the physical theft being a brilliant piece of misdirection to confuse investigators. The money could have been laundered through a complex web of cryptocurrencies and shell corporations, making it virtually untraceable. Years have passed, and the Shenzhen bank vault break-in remains officially unsolved. No arrests have ever been made. No money has ever been recovered. The case file is thick with theories, but thin on facts. It has become a legendary case study for security experts and criminologists worldwide. It serves as a stark reminder that in our increasingly digital world, the biggest threats might not be the ones with crowbars and drills, but the ones with keyboards and code. The heist exposed the vulnerabilities inherent in modern banking security. It showed that even the most physically robust systems are only as strong as their weakest digital link. In response, banks globally have overhauled their security protocols, investing billions in next-generation cybersecurity measures, including artificial intelligence to detect anomalies and biometric access systems. The Shenzhen heist was a wake-up call for the entire financial industry. The story continues to capture the public's imagination. It's a real-life mystery that feels like it was ripped from a blockbuster script. The faceless, nameless perpetrators have achieved a kind of mythical status. Were they genius criminals, government spies, or digital revolutionaries? We may never know, but their legacy is a chilling question that hangs over our digital age. What is truly secure when a fortress can be defeated without leaving a single trace? Thanks for watching. If you found this unsolved mystery as fascinating as I do, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the world's greatest heists and mysteries. Let me know in the comments what you think happened. See you next time.